Lakers engine is not 31 years old. It's 28 years old. It's by the name of Anthony Davis.
Okay.
So if your driving force is young in his prime, what is really the issue? It's not age, it's health.
We've seen this before from the Lakers.
Oh,
I'm not too old, and I ain't too young
Don't go.
to forgot in 2004. I have to go there. The Lakers had 4 future Hall of Famers: Shaq, Kobe, Malone, Peyton. The Lakers right now have 4 future Hall of Famers. Now, it got to the finals, so let's make no mistake about it.
And they got hurt.
Still, to a degree, successful. Sure. And Malone, he did end up getting hurt, but he got hurt because he was old. Remember, that age bucket is pouring into that health bucket, which pours right back into the Lakers' issues.
Let's get to the NBA. The Lakers had a complete overhaul of their roster, but the changes have also brought out the critics since the new moves, including Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony, have helped give LA the oldest roster in the league. One of LeBron's former teammates, Channing Frye, called them out, saying, quote, "I love Bron, I love AD, I like Melo, I like Russell Westbrook. It's 2021. There's not enough balls to go around. In the playoffs, it's a big what if this old-ass team has to make its 82 games to the playoffs." So, Rick, are the old Lakers title contenders?
No, they are not title contenders. If everything that we've seen when it comes to the Lakers and it comes to winning championships and what they had, what their hallmark was last year, is their offense going to be improved? Yeah, probably. Russ Westbrook coming in and Carmelo Anthony is going to upgrade their ability to score the ball. And I do believe in the regular season that they will be formidable. That's going to be a tough group to prepare for on a night in and night out basis. But they also lost an awful lot, and they lost the hallmark of their team last year. Last year's offense wasn't very good, 24th in the league last I checked. But their defense was #1, and it was #1 even when Anthony Davis was not playing or was healthy. Same with LeBron James missing time. That was because of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Alex Caruso, and Dennis Schroeder, all of whom received at least 1 vote for the all-defensive teams for the year. How many votes did Russ Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and Kent Bazemore receive for all-defense last year? Not a single vote. And I would dare say that it's probably been a couple years before since any one of them has received a vote. That's where things go sideways with this team. The age and the experience and the offensive firepower and the depth that they've tried to create, I could see them being formidable during the regular season. I'm even going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say they can get through the 82 games. But if we're talking about title contenders and we look at how this year's title was won, yes, three-point shooting was a big factor during the regular season. And it was early on in the playoffs. But ultimately, when we got down to the last couple of rounds, it was about how well you could defend. And that is where the Lakers are coming up short, nowhere close to what they were last year. And that's why, as much as I'm looking forward to seeing this experiment, I can't put them in the title contender category, even though the Western Conference, in my opinion, is wide open.
Well, as long as LeBron is on the Lakers, I'm going to say that they are contenders. I know he keeps saying it's washed king and everyone's doubting him, and I'm not buying into that. I don't think that LeBron is washed. Now, while I agree with you, Rick, the defensive part of it is a factor, and in the playoffs, late in the playoffs, we did see how valuable defense was. But I would also argue that health played a much bigger role in those two teams being in the finals. We saw what they went up against throughout the playoffs, and had everyone been healthy, would those two teams be there? We don't know. Obviously, it played out how it did, and we have our champion. But I do think that health is a big factor, which is why I believe Russell Westbrook is huge for the Lakers, because we know he's going to be at ludicrous speed every single game. He's going to bring it 100% during the regular season, and I do think that's something that the Lakers need, especially because they are the oldest team in the league. But I'm laying all this at the feet of Anthony Davis. If they're going to win a championship, if they're truly going to be contenders, it's on Anthony Davis. He's the fourth youngest player on this team at 28. He's the guy.
Are you comfortable doing that?
No, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Like, this is what they have assembled. So if they are going to be contenders, if I'm going to assume that Anthony Davis is going to be healthy at the end of the season, which is obviously a big assumption, then they have a chance to win a championship because Anthony Davis is healthy. He is an incredible player. We saw what he's capable of when he's healthy. So it's not, to me, it's not really about the rest of the roster. It's not about the defense. It's not about if LeBron is going to be what he's capable of at this point in his career. It's not about Russell Westbrook. It's about Anthony Davis to me. If he's healthy, they're going to be a problem. It's just a matter of his health.
Okay, but I've seen him one time where he was healthy enough to help a team win a championship. One time. And that was in a truncated season where he had 3 months off before we had this short runway to winning the title.
It's fair.
Come on, how long has he been? How long has he been with the Lakers? At that point in time, how long had he been with the Lakers?
How long has he been in the league?
How long had he been with the Lakers?
Won one playoff round prior to getting to the Lakers, and then they go to the bubble and they win a championship.
How long was he with the Lakers? Some would say that going into the bubble was more harsh conditions than being in a regular season.
But not physically, LeVar.
No,
not physically.
I mean,
he had months off, and he came in 100% healthy, and it was a shortened season. It's fair from Rick. It is. This is why it's my question. Is he going to get through an entire season?
Of course it's fair from me. I'm always fair.
I'm not buying that. I think the situation is the situation, and we can look at it in terms of rest. We just talked about the whole Dak Prescott situation and how he's washed up and all that stuff, and he doesn't have anything left.
No one said
I'm
that.
going to double down on this with LeBron James. You know, it's called the bathers. You know, you kings get washed. I mean, he's not washed up. He's washed. He's been clean for quite some time now. Listen, they were the guys that were in the lead to be looked at as winning the championship this year. Are we going to debate that? Are we going to debate that? Were we not looking at them to come out of the West and be able to contend for the championship as a contender this season? I think, and
beginning of the year, yes.
And to say that
beginning of the year, yes.
Okay,
but then we got to the end of the year, and Anthony Davis was hurt again.
Mid-season,
and LeBron James
towards the end,
got hurt again.
All right, so here's the problem that I have with this. You say that they lost a lot, and that takes away from the team that they are. What did they really lose that's considered to be a lot on this Lakers team, on this Lakers roster? Are we going to throw Schroeder out there? He didn't play very much.
Yes.
He was injured quite a bit as well. He didn't make as much of a difference as they would have liked them to make. Are we going to look at our guy that just went to the 76ers? He didn't even play in the last rounds of the playoffs. He's on the sideline joking around.